this museum is about the Native Americans. And guess what? I'm living in a Native American house. This is how they built their houses. Look. Guys, now that I'm in Arizona, wow, look how many tribes of Native Americans are in one state. Look, there's the Yapi Prescott, Yapi Apache, there's the Fort Mojave, Yuma Copaha, Gila Bend, and there's a lot more. Whoa, mind blower, bro. Guys, did you guys ever make a picky bread? Picky bread is what the picky tribe over there made their bread. So like that oven, the oven that they use is they're gonna put that, so then they're gonna make picky bread. Picky bread is, just to guys to let you know how to make picky bread, is made out of blue corn. I never knew that. Since when did blue corn exist? Well, that's amazing, but look, Native Americans used all the beautiful natural resources to make, look, pottery. I mean, not pottery, but baskets, straws.
Every year, the Hopi tribe farmers plant their fields of blue, white, and multicolored corn. Each type of corn has its own purpose and use in this tribe's life.
Guys, okay, you might think that, what do you guys think that is? A house? A nursery? Of course not a nursery, but this was an oven. Look, they even got sticks. I don't know why, but
to make the fire.
To make fire so they could cook food. I mean, there's food in there. I mean, that's just stones. I'm not sure you could see it, but that one right there is a stick. I mean, not a stick, food. And guys, look, this is a woman that actually made this food that they made into a book. Pueblo ovens. Cool, right, guys? Yeah, I know, radical. Look, that's one of the Native Americans. A lot of ovens. How people in these times made that food, but not exactly. Bread. A woman that made it. A man who made the food too. And look, they even made it. Whoa.
How cultures actually change over time and incorporate new ideas, because we have some Katsina dolls here. But and they're cottonwood root, and they look like they're basically carved out of a single piece. Well, that little thing on the leather on top isn't. But they're carved in the traditional manner. But what they are is a railroad net. A lot of pots got smaller because this is what the tourists wanted, was the smaller pots. And also some traditional water jars. This would be a bread bowl that was actually, bread bowls came about actually as a result of the Spanish coming in the 1500s and introducing wheat and yeast bread to the Native Americans here. And then a water canteen. But one of my favorites is this case right here. So the Hardy Company sold a lot of jewelry. They sold a lot of tourist jewelry. They sold early on, they sold some stamped jewelry. But they sold a lot of handmade Native American.
In Southwest, Native people remain connected to the lands that they have been their homes for centuries. In home, they tell of connection and how, over time. They have faced change regretting how they have lived on that land. They have seen change within their families and communities. They have seen change in the language that is spoken at home. They have made choices about how they will keep important elements of home for future generations. Starting here, Native artists express multiple visions of home in their art. The stories of the people who made their art are all different, and yet, as Native people, they have shared history and land, and their stories have common themselves for all people. Guys, do you know what all of these are made out of? Take a guess. Animal skin? No. They're made out of beetles right there. They use rhinoceros beetles, baby rhinoceros beetles, other types of beetles. Guys, do you know what these are? Okay. You guys may know, you guys may not know, but these are the dolls that they used for the tribe. Look, they all have different meanings. Look, the devil right there. The devil bring home. Let me pause the video if you need to. There's and those guys, look, that looks like a chicken part turkey. And look, hold on. That's cool. Oh, that is cool, man. Man, that is super amazing. The story of American Indian warriors begins before there was a United States of America. And the warrior tradition continues rich and strong today. Honoring warrior leaders is also a tradition that is integral part of the story. In this spirit, the Herd Museum joins with those who keep the honoring tradition and tell the stories of bravery and sacrifice.
Honoring the American Indian veteran is an integral part of Indian lore throughout the Indian country. Two things are true. We honor the elderly and we honor veterans. By Dr. George Blue Spruce Pueblo.
In 1879, a man named Pratt, who had actually had some success with imprisoning the Apache Indians in Florida, set up as a military school. He convinced the government that the good thing for them to do would be, see now I'm nervous because I'm doing this.
Okay.
That he convinced the government that that was a good way for them to deal with what they called the Indian problem. So the Indian problem was that the Indians who were living in their normal spaces, they were getting in the way. They were getting in the way of farmers, and they were getting in the way of wagon trains and the train. So the philosophy was kill the Indian, save the man. So they would bring kids, these Native American kids as young as 5 or 6 years old, from all over the country, throw them on trains, and send them out to Carlisle, Pennsylvania, where they had to stay for several years. And then, and they would learn a trade, and they would learn English, and they wouldn't learn anything in their native language, or they wouldn't learn anything about their native culture or spirituality. And so when they graduated from there, they would be probably, 16, 15, 16, 17 years old. Then they would be allowed to do whatever they want because they're adults, and they would go back home, and they wouldn't be a part of their community anymore because they couldn't speak the language and they didn't know the culture. So it was a very sad time.
Yeah.
But there are still schools, so that started changing, I think around in the 20s. Indians started having more say over what their schools did and what they taught. And then in the 70s, they were completely operated by Native Americans. And there's still some schools around today. There's a school over in Riverside. You're from Southern Cal. There's a school in Riverside that's still working today.
Guys, like that lady said over there, some people got children from 5 and 6 years old all around the United States and threw them on trains so they could go here. Whoa,
Or
what a
here.
ride.
Or here.
Yeah, over there. Or there, or there, or there, or there, or there. Any of the places that have numbers. Like Shilokaco. I don't know how to say that. Okay, guys. This is what happened. So when the children, 5 and 6 years old, came to the schools, the first thing they had to do was cut their hair. Imagine a haircut.
I don't believe that we could talk too harshly about what we have suffered. We Indian people have suffered from that particular point in our history. I call it the Hiroshima of Indian education because it basically destroyed the fiber of our family life.
For that peace, that harmony that we sacrifice for. It's difficult for me to get my outfit ready and to go all the way to Cochiti, and I used to do that. I had to pack for 6 children. But this is who we are, and this is my responsibility to tell my ancestors I'm still here doing what you wanted me to do, so that my children and the next generations will not forget that this is life. This life will go on and on and on, even after I'm gone.
What it changed is the population grew, and where we used to just live right in the old pueblo, now we're scattered out, way out here, where we are right now too. And we have modern things like television, we have transportation now, we have electrical, indoor plumbing and all that, which we didn't have back then. That's part of what it changed. Other than that, the traditional ways, what we're doing, it's pretty much still the same. We still carry on what I've seen when I was growing up.
Guys, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and like this video, and please add a comment. Next time, if you guys ever come to Arizona, please come to the city of Phoenix, because then you could come to the Herd Museum, see all these statues. Oh, that's hot. Oh, okay, but, well, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.